Hello and welcome back to another episode of Shimrath Plays Caves of Qud. Oyuun the Axe Marauder is making a tough decision. He, with his newfound water riches, can travel north through the salt desert to the stilt. What is that thing called? The thing is called the 6-day stilt, and get a bunch of supplies. Or he can continue to the east to try to finish his quest. His current quest is to find the detuned cortical regenerator of the hallowed democracy. And then it is in a place called Kinna, and we must retrieve it and return it to Sapa in order to get a reward for that. And I think we're going to do that. And the reason for that is that the area I'm currently adventuring in is less dangerous than any single square in the Salt Desert. If you go to the Caves of Qud wiki and search for a page called Zone Tiers, not tears that you cry, but tiers like levels, you'll see a map that basically designates each square of the Qud map with the sort of level of difficulty from 1 to 5. We're only 5th level, and we have a pretty good armor value. We have an AV of 6, so we're kind of, I think we may be survivable enough to make our trek through the desert. But just for a little added insurance, let's try to complete this mission and maybe gain some more experience before we head north. So that's what we're going to do. Second order of business is to look at our new hand. I don't know if you remember, but when we mutated last level, we grew a hand out of one of our arms, which means now we have a hand that we use to wield our axe. We have the other hand, which is covered with wax flab and basically useless. And now, growing out of one of those two arms is another hand. So we may be able to wear gloves and wield a shield and stuff like that at this point. So let us look. Oops, I just moved. Go to the character sheet before you press any number pad buttons, or else you may walk someplace you don't want to walk. Let's see. Here we go. Okay, so we have our right hand has a wine-stained wooden buckler and wax flab on it. Our left arm doesn't have anything attached to it. Our left hand is wielding our battle axe, and our second left hand is empty. So let's see if we can equip these gloves now. We can't remove the wax flap. You can't remove the wax flap. You can't auto equip. What if we manually equip them? Left hand, left hand. Let's try this hand instead. All right. Did we do it? Yeah, it looks like they're there. Armor value 6, dodge value 1. Without these items, we have another set. Apparently we had 2 sets of these, so doesn't look like it'll do any good. I believe you have to have gloves on 2. If you have multiple arms, the armor value of the item that you're wearing gets averaged around all of your limbs. So you essentially have to put gloves on all of them to get the armor value. So I think what's happening here is, watch if we take it off. We had 6-1 for our armor stuff. So let's remove these gloves. And we still have 6-1 up here. You can see armor 6-1. Okay, so it doesn't matter if we wear the gloves or not, but we might be able to wield a normal shield if we can find one for sale, which is kind of was my plan, to have a shield and an axe at some point. Okay, that's that. Second order of business was the extra hand. Third order of business is we got to water up. We have a bunch of empty water skins. Oh, that's not necessarily true. Until we travel north to the 6-day still, we don't need to do that. So what I'm going to do is return back down to the map, and I'm I'm just gonna explore the zones real quick around where we live, or where we've decided we live now. There's a way down into the earth here, so that could be potential adventure. It's always good to find a way to get down into the earth. All right, I think now we're just going to essentially travel east until we hit Kinna. And then when we get to Kinna, we will complete. Oh, we found somebody to talk to already. First, we will examine them. This is Kokoke Akamewe, the elegant legendary albino ape. So this is the second legendary albino ape that we've met. He is disliked by the Kalish Terror Cabal for insulting their serfs, but that's okay. We'll probably share water with this individual. Let's first see what they have to trade. They seem to have quite a bit to trade. So, a couple of weird artifacts. And yeah, is this the same? No, definitely not the same stuff. Some more beaded bracelets if we'd like to spend 200 drams of water to get 28. Wouldn't actually be a bad idea because that's portable money that we can carry north with us when the time comes. Um, he's got some various helmets. I think none of this is really better than any of the stuff we wear. Our feet. We don't have anything on our feet. So anything that gives us armor to our feet is good. So let's chat again. I have the feeling that even though we're going to share water here, we're not really going to learn much. Because we don't want to learn conk, right? We don't use bludgeoning weapons, and we're not probably ever going to use bludgeoning weapons, but we're water siblings nonetheless. And then looking back once again at footwear, there are moccasins, sandals of the River Wives, which I think have some sort of special effect. +5 move speed, so that's good. That's worth picking up. And then we don't have the money to get the beaded bracelets now, but we can always come back and do that another time. So make an offer. We don't have 43 drams of water, but we do have, I think, some things we can make into water real quick. I should have filled up with water. Let's see, let's do 2 of these. Oh. And then I'll have to pay 23. Yes, okay, we have shoes. It's good. It's good to, as an adventurer, to have shoes. Go to our inventory, auto equip the sandals of the River Wives, and then be on our way. Guess I should just sell those gloves. Ah, famished. Oh no. Let us make camp. Oops, I'm probably gonna burn up some water vine here with my campfire, and then we will whip up a meal. Alright, no longer famished. Let's... Oops. Oh, yep, see? Started a fire. Sorry, everybody. Not a responsible camper. Okay, here we are at the canyon, so let's go back to the overall map. That's what we want. We need to venture into the canyons, so... The thing I kind of don't like about the canyons is you don't have really the same mobility. You can't travel north, south, east, and west freely because the canyons sort of box you in. It's like a maze of canyons. All right, let me look at this creature. I'm pretty sure it's just a regular old snapjaw. So why is it hiding though? Are snapjaws not hostile to me? Yeah, they're hostile. Oh, he was busy fighting with a dragonfly. Nothing we're interested in keeping. So it looks like we're going to be doing some swimming today as we follow this river into the canyon. The dragonflies are beating up all the snapjaws. There are crocossins here. So crocossins are a type of footwear that actually provide armor. Our armor is pretty high. So I don't think I'm going to switch. I'd rather have the Riverwise sandal so that we can run away from something. Alright. And... oh look, some more gloves on the ground. I think the game is just mocking us at this point. Alright, here's a turtle. So let's test out our new ability to charge and potentially dismember something. Oh wait, first, let's look... oh crap. Let's look at the turtle to make sure it's hostile. Yeah, it is. Alright. Good. Seems like everything on this map is more interested in fighting other creatures than us. There's a war between dragonflies and turtles here. But I still want to test out my charge ability, so we're going to charge. Boom! Okay, I just want to look and see what happens. You charge the wet, irritable tortoise. Well, no wonder he's irritable. You hit for 5 damage with your wax flap. So, did I miss with my axe? I guess I did. Unless I'm fighting only with my wax flap. It appears I am, for some reason, attacking with my wax flap. So let's quickly look at our character and see. Oh, for some reason my handedness got... oh man, am I not allowed to set my primary limb anymore? If so, this is a complete disaster. I had switched my primary limb from my right hand to my left hand in order to use the axe. If this is... man, oh man, oh man, this is not good. So, why in the world did that happen? Why am I now locked out of setting my primary limb? You can't switch primary limbs in combat. Okay, good. Whew! Very scary to think that. Okay, let's just see if we can... we can't get it to forget about us, so we'll have to laser rifle this poor turtle. Alright, now we're not in combat. We can go to equipment and set this as our primary limb. Okay. Whew. I thought for a second there that growing a secondary left hand had basically somehow locked our right hand as our primary permanently, in which case we would basically not be able to wield an axe again until we remove the wax flap, which would have been like an absolute disaster. We would have gone from being a huge axe wielding marauder to a huge axe wielding marauder wholly dependent on shooting things with laser rifles and running away. So that is good. That is not the case. So let us ignore these dragonflies and turtles and continue to the east. And when we get a chance, we will try to dismember something else. How about this Snapjaw Warlord? I think that's probably a good one. Let's see. We will charge the Snapjaw Warlord. Boom! And we charge the Snapjaw Warlord. The Snapjaw Warlord is dazed. We hit with the axe. We cleave through its armor, and the momentum from the charge causes the axe to cleave deeper. We block with our shield, and it doesn't penetrate. Then we can click Dismember and try to lob something off. It doesn't look like we did because we missed, but that's okay. We will go ahead and continue to chop chop. I have a new ability to release sleep gas, so maybe I'll go ahead and do that. Just put these creatures to sleep. Alright, that is the Warlord, that is the regular. And then go ahead and turn off the sleep gas. I believe we are immune to it, but we'll go over here and just see how long it takes for that stuff to fade. Boy, we really made a cloud, didn't we? That's good to know. It's good to know how that works. As I kind of stand here and wait, my different abilities are recharging. Now are completely reset. And we'll cruise down here, and I think we'll try to find the corpses. Yeah, let's see here. Nothing to take here. Don't know exactly where they're at. Nothing. And the warlord? What square was the warlord in? Or was that where the warlord was? Yeah, okay. A scaled leather cap. Don't think I'm interested. Alright, continuing to the east. I don't know if I can charge into the water or not, but I'm gonna try. Yeah, apparently I can. Just checking the loot. Make sure there's no weird artifacts or something fun. Try to stay out of the water, but continue in the proper direction of east. Alright. Now, as you might have noticed, killing Snapjaws are netting us about 12 experience points, which is probably not the fastest way to get to level 6, but I think when we find Kinna, we will hopefully face some things that are worth a little bit more. Alright, we found a secluded apple farm, so I am going to just go ahead and click Auto Explore and make my way around here. Oh, I guess we're going in. Dogs, apple farmers. Don't really want to make enemies of these apple farmers, so Oyuun, I think, has to sort of quell his natural instincts to raid the farm, kill the apple farmer, and take all the apples we can eat. And instead, perhaps speak to the apple farmer. Has the apple farmer gone? I don't know. Can't see them. I've left wax all over their fields, though. Apparently there's no way east here, so maybe we'll travel upwards. Charge! Alright, that's cool. Charge does have a cooldown. Turns before I can charge again, so I think I will instead dismember. Picked up some copper nuggets there. Alright, painted leather cap. We are going to look at painted leather cap. It is a scene from the life of the ancient Sultan Dariuhum II, acting against the prohibition on the practice of burying oneself to the neck in snow. Dariuhum II led an army to the gates of Cockspire. I'm sorry about that. She sacked Cockspire and slaughtered its citizens, forcing them to change its name to Dariuhimplatz, which is probably a better name than Cockspire. To be honest. Alright, we will continue to head east. If we can, head east. I don't know how far we'll get, but I think we have found... no, we haven't. Alright, so this is the problem with the gosh darn canyons, is that you just can't go wherever you want. These creatures are weak enough that I'm not even really bothering to charge and dismember. But now that there's an archer, I'm definitely going to charge. Alright. right. An iron mace. So really, there's no point for Oyuun to pick up anything that's not very valuable because he has an unlimited supply of wealth back at home, right? Um, but I will look just, I think I'll automatically pick up artifacts and things like that. But even iron weapons are not. Here's a little treasure chest just waiting to be looted. Speaking of weird artifacts, let us examine this. This is a freeze grenade, Mark 1. Take that, and we'll be on our way. I think we might go ahead and just take this whole chest. Man, may need it to store back at home. Here we go. Gonna get our charge on. So in that case, we hit, but we didn't cut anything off, so not super exciting. Masterwork short bow, sharp iron, longsword. Maybe I don't know if they're more valuable when they have those qualities, but still not worth carrying around when I can fill up water skins anytime I want. All right, we don't want to go that way. Here we go. Okay, this looks a little different. We're on the outskirts of Kinna. Okay, so this should be a safe area. I'm gonna go ahead and hit auto explore. Kinna is apparently a village. I didn't realize it was a village. I thought maybe it was just a dungeon location or something like that. Now that we're on the outskirts of Kinna, that means Kinna is adjacent to the square. If there's nobody around, we're gonna go ahead and loot this. Yes, we do. Take these copper nuggets and we'll continue to auto explore. Alright, we don't need to see everything. We just need to figure out where Kinna is. Okay, I think we're still on the outskirts of Kinna. As you can see all the way on the other side of the screen, there is looks like a friendly plant creature. So Kinna is probably south of here, I would imagine. I think that creature's friendly. You discover the village of Kinna. All right, mission accomplished. For a change, we've done something right. Actually, that's not really fair. Oyuun has not done too bad, but as far as completing missions go, I have a pretty poor track record. Looks like this is a plant village, which is cool. Okay, here's a painted door, painted with a scene of the history of the village of Kinna. As the gospel of defending carbon dioxide spread, folks herded in droves to the village of Kinna. All right, I think some of these plants are who I need to talk to. So this is cool and interesting. I'm looking for an item here, and I wonder if I'm gonna get myself into trouble. The warden is apparently a dog, and the townsfolk are all plant creatures, and the statues are of glowfish. So a pretty interesting mix here in this village. I see some like racks, and I'm wondering if the item I'm looking for is not around here somewhere. So let us just quickly look at some marble statue of Adsumios, a legendary glowfish, luminescent flecks flint beneath the water's surface. It's been desecrated by vandals. All right. Let's talk to some folks. There was a plant creature here. I want to look here, This is a wooden armor rack. All right, I don't want to open anything in the village without permission because let's look at this creature. This is just a regular old seed spitting vine, so this is Codigbert, the village apothecary. Hello, Codigbert. Let's chat. He does not have any work, but I think I would like to trade. There it is, the detuned cortical regenerator. Unfortunately, it costs 185, and I don't know if we can get to that much money, but we're gonna try. First of all, we're not gonna shoot arrows. We'll save our lead slugs and shotgun shells just in case. We're not gonna wear these. I think because we can't wear gloves, we may as well just go ahead. If I was to at some point heal, I don't think it's worth keeping these things around that long in the hopes of. Okay, so we have enough money already to get the quest item, right? Right, all right. We're not going to use a desert rifle. Oh, I didn't realize I had a drop a recoiler and a grip gate recoiler. Or I forgot that I did. Alright, we want to buy this from you because this is our quest item. So, let's make an offer. And you'll have to give us 78 drams of fresh water. I mean, sure, why not? We don't really need water. Okay, we have finished the step. Find the detuned cortical regenerator of the hollowed democracy. Boom. Okay. Now, we'll say live and drink. And then we'll look at our inventory. Now, it's just, oh, here it is. Okay. And we can't examine it. Okay, so it's just a quest item. It doesn't actually appear to do anything. Now we can go and talk to, I'm going to use my pointer here and get this done. A couple of things. We're hungry, but we don't eat like normal people do. What is this? A weird blue campfire. I was curious what they eat goat jerky with meat here. Goat jerky with meat is not going to make me sick, so I'll go ahead and eat it. Plus 11 max hit points for the day. Thinking we should go and talk to whoever's the boss around here. And that is not a jilted lover, but it is Frepoldogglesavine. Frepoldogglesavine, the judicious, loved by the villagers of Kinna, admired by flowers, disliked by trolls, and hated by trees. Trees are not a great thing to probably be hated by. Let's chat with them. Do you have work that needs doing? Nope, talk to someone else. Alright. Want to do a water ritual? Okay, that changed a bunch of things. I could learn to cook this meal, but I probably am not going to. I'm probably not going to be cooking anytime soon because I'm dumping all my points in other things. So that's a good conversation there. And all right, well, we've had a look around the village and have been unable to locate the person who may have work. So I think we're probably just going to split and go turn in our quest. We can do that. We can do that fairly easily by simply walking all the way back to our village. Our village, if I'm not mistaken, is right here, Sapa. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and go along a familiar route, head down into Sapa, and we need to go back and talk to whoever gave us the quest. It's been a minute since I was in town, and don't know that I really remember who it was. They're not in here. Was it you? I've found the detuned cortical regenerator of the hallowed democracy. Our thanks, friend. Our village owes you a debt. For now, please choose a reward from our stockpile as payment for your service. Okay, I would like 20 water skins, please. Sage flays in the sun, cries near quicksalt, takes the detuned cortical regenerator of the hallowed demon. I keep wanting to say demonocracy, which would be way cooler than regular democracy. You have finished the step and gain 500 XP. Level 6! Alright, that's what we wanted. And now we can take a bioscanning bracelet, a small sphere of negative weight, or a carbide longsword. Okay, a carbide longsword is off the list because we only wield axes. Small sphere of negative weight essentially gives you more carrying capacity, right? It gives you a negative weight value that adds on to whatever you're carrying. So we're pretty strong already, but we are going to be hauling water back and forth. A bioscanning bracelet, I believe, will, if we wear it and it's powered up, when we look at biological creatures, we will see basically their like hit point totals, and I think maybe like their armor values and stuff like that. So that's it's pretty good because if we're in a dicey fight, that may help us decide whether we should flee or continue fighting, sort of thing. So let's go ahead and take that. All right, our reputation with the villagers of Sapa increases, and we are good. Let's go real quick to our inventory and look at this weird. Oh, we have to examine it first. We'll probably break it. Okay, it does have a small trinket in it, and which means it's powered up. Let's go ahead and remove the cell, and then we'll examine the cell because we don't know what that is either. It is a combustion cell with 8 drams of oil in it, and we have an unlimited supply of oil at home, so that's pretty cool. Auto collect liquid. Combustion cell, 8 drams, auto collecting. Okay, so we'll fill that up anytime we have an opportunity to. So back to the bioscanning bracelet, we're going to put the, is the combustion cell? Yeah, it has oil in it, so it works. Let's go ahead and put it in there, and then we'll look at it. Okay, a wrist-mounted display device that gives a detailed readout of the life signs of biological entities in its surroundings. All right, cool. And then we will equip it, and why don't we put that on our left arm? And then if we're hungry, why don't we eat this eyeless crab's left mid leg right in front of the people here? All right, that was delicious. Let's find somebody else who's alive. Look at them. Come back here, you. Okay, here, for example, so you see 16 hit points out of 16, 0 armor value, and 6 dodge value. So this is basically the extra information we'll get. We look at him, we see 42 out of 42 hit points, 0 armor, and 8 dodge value. So it gives you a little bit of indication into the stats of a biological creature that you wouldn't normally get. All right, Oyuun has completed his quest. He's happy about this. He's now 6th level. So in the next episode, we'll level up. We'll go look at our experience and see if we can use it anyplace. And then we'll head back home, fill up our water skins, and I guess maybe head into the desert and try to get to the 6-day stilts. All right. As always, thanks for watching. See you next time.